By the time we arrive, the sun is low enough that you can look at it without blinding yourself. Full sunset, still a ways off, though. The venue is a large, palatial gala building, perched on top of the edge of a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, my man, it's called Volcadera Bluffs. It has cliffs and bluffs aplenty. If I get a chance, I may try to snap a good establishing shot of the golden hour. You mean the golden shower that Ben told you about? Looking at the amount of equipment we have to unload, though, that seems unlikely. The number of telescopic stands, light fixtures, and reflectors is insane. It's as if Yatacon expected a 10-man team to be helping him tonight. I don't know if I even get to use every piece of it during the event. Yatacon addresses us before we get to the heavy lifting. All right, you two. You remember what we're doing tonight? Yes, sir. Ben jumps to answer him. Teacher's pet. Yeah. I side-eye Ben as he fails to follow up with a show that we do know our jobs. Set up the photo station in the corner of the hall and take turns walking the reception to snap pics of the guests. Perfect. Yatacon claps his hands with glimmering? Glimmering! A glimmering smile. What a weird way to describe a smile. This fucking man has put glitter on his teeth. Maybe it's an alternative meaning of a faint or wavering light. Yeah, that's not how I describe a smile. Unless it's supposed to reference the fact that he's slowly but surely dying in front of us. A faint sign of feeling or quality, especially desirable one. That refers to a glimmer of hope, which is a whole different thing. Oh. Perfect. Yatacon claps his hands with a glimmering smile. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for the gaggle of similarly dressed women screeching and you'll find me. Remember, this is actual work. So be polite, be efficient, and most importantly, have fun! Remember, Anon? No skinny elevator doors. That would imply that humans are supposed to be Russians, which is very clearly not the case. Also, actually, Spanish exists, right? And oh god, this world's lore is weird. Listen, I'm getting confused just looking at the letters. What? Ben tries to counter him, but for some reason, before Yatacon elaborates, trust me, the clients will appreciate it more. He takes one of the lighter equipment bags in hand and goes ahead of us. Why in hand? Just he takes one of the lighter equipment bags. You don't need this! Guess I'll be relegated to just inner circle photos. I don't really sound ungrateful, but this really is shaping up to be more like free labor for him. As Ben and I finish unloading, the stench of the sea breeze and flowers begins to nauseate me. I'm definitely a landlocked boy, unaccustomed to the salty sea air. The salty sea spray right on your face. I can only imagine how I'd handle an actual boat ride. Ben seems to share my discomfort, a disgusted look scrunching his face up. I think I'm going to be the next one, sick with this weather. If you don't breathe through your nose, at least the view's a nice one. Yes, that it is. We fall back into silence as we continue our task. None of the guests have arrived yet, so if we finish early, I'd rather get a break than be non-stop on all night. And you have no work experience. Do you even know what it means to be on all night? We follow Yatacon through a small garden into a reception hall, then back into the open where an enormous wedding tent stands. It's all light florals and soft lighting to keep the place ethereal looking. What a classic boring-ass wedding. Do these people even know each other, or is it just for the show at this point? Okay, you kind of know how to set it up. I'm going to get to business. Yes, sir. Ben throws a hand in salute. What a fucking dork. I wave a hand at him as I place my charge down. That is such a... Don't put it like that. You got it, Mr. Yatacon. Just call it a bird. Why charge? Listen, the word choice here feels very... It makes me feel like I'm crazy. Price for as good or custom... Okay. No. I know what it means. I know that there is a noun for charge. Responsibility or care of someone or something. Oh. The property of matter that is responsible for electrical phenomenon. Electrical charge. Quantity of explosions has forward a device or bearing placed on a shield or crest. Huh. I learned a heraldic term today. As I understood the world building, dinos were only in America while the Europeans were only human. No, listen, that I knew, or I thought I knew, and then someone said that's actually not the case. There were always dinosaurs in the Middle East and stuff, you know, over there. And I'm like, okay? But that fucks with shit. Ben Ben and I work in tandem quite well. Few words need to be exchanged as we undertake the task of setting up some photo ops as per Yatakan's diagrams. Telescopic stands, then reflectors, then strobe lights? This isn't a fucking rave, man. Every case is packed in to the max, straining my lanklet physique to its very limit. 4 cases in and I'm huffing like a smoker. Without Coach Charlie's regimens, I probably would have keeled over by now, but it's a little comfort. It's creature comforts. Bzzzt. I quickly flick out my phone to check the notification before I can register what I'm doing. Well, since I already am, a small break won't hurt. Oh, it's from Olivia. Hey, Baldy! Yeah, already got service back? Oh, I lied about that. How do I know you're not lying to me right now? Because I'm texting you, dummy. You could just be hooked into the fucking local Wi-Fi, man. Pretty sure that if you hook into the local Wi-Fi, it doesn't charge you. It charges that Wi-Fi. A likely story. That's how it works around here, at least. Saw you leave at the Atacon after school. The fuck was up with that? The wedding, Snoot. Alright. What, are you still wearing your normal outfit? I plead the fifth. Fuck, I am actually dressed like an idiot for a wedding. I'm surprised the Atacon hadn't made it a requirement to dress up a little bit. Not that I could have had to. You're... Like, in a visual novel, this is a cute gag for, like, the characters always wear the same outfit. It's kind of what works for Inko, and it's hilarious, in a way. It doesn't work when you're writing. Like, you can just have Yatakan throw a jacket on him, man. Kek. Really? Really? We're gonna use Kek on Liv. Huh. So where at? Yatakan said it was called Clarkson Lookout. Pretty cool cliffside place. Wait, really? That's seen as a bunch of scenic views. Oh, God, now I'm the one doing scenic. Oh, Safi, get out of here, you loser. If you've seen a good landscape shots, take one for me. I can only do it in portrait. I can try once my slave yoke has taken off. No, do it now. She then sends a sketch of Guts pointing a gun directly at the viewer. One of her favorite go-tos. It's one of her favorite stickers. I'm not usually one to negotiate with terrorist tactics, but I find myself with a pretty good vista right now, so I open my camera app. Why do you call it a camera app? No one calls it that. You just open your camera, man. Come on. What country are you from? I focus in as best as I can to get some of the distant sailboats and yachts. Right as the sun hits the golden shower hour. Kinky. Shame I only have time for the one shot. I text the pic to Olivia. I'm about ready to call this break over. Thanks! I still don't know what this means. It's like the tongue. I only know column P, please. The pee-pee. Weird. Definitely can't imagine her thanking me like that in person. She can candidly be sweet in her own way, but that's positively saccharine in comparison. I'm on this thing weighs like 80 pounds. I'm not doing all the work. Ben cries for help. Prompt me to put my phone away and race over to him. Guy's a jerk, but I don't want to see him creamed by the cameras either. I noticed just how much more setup lies ahead of us. Loads and loads more heavy cases brimming with strobes, reflectors, cloth sheets, and stands follow. When we do finish, Ben rolls out the literal red carpet for the walk-up glamour shot station, and I finish checking all the marked spots in the room at the right combo of strobe and/or reflector. I stand... You know, there's a reason why the game doesn't really call too much attention to what the actual prep work is, right? There's a reason for that. I stand back with a sense of pride once I say, Yatakan told you what to do, Anon. Only a month ago, I would have completely lost how to have these things function. Function? Much less how to set them up in a good ratio. Yatakan returns, you didn't do anything! You followed his diagrams, you bingus! Yatakan returns just as I survey our works. You start filtering in not too long after, making their way down Ben's hand-made path, with me skirting the edges, snapping liberal candids here and there. Something feels... Why shouldn't Anon feel a little weird about snapping pictures of strangers? Because wasn't that like a whole fucking point? Shouldn't he be like, you know, it feels weird, but, you know, I guess I am told to do this. Anon would probably send a panorama shot because we all know they all shit as troll. What? Something feels off, though. And despite undoubtedly getting some good shots among the digital refuse, I just feel off my game. My game isn't great by any means of the best of the days. It's like I'm already failing and it's barely begun. Ben, meanwhile, the lucky bastard that he is having a breeze of a time, snapping couples photos and even setting up his own camera for 2 angles at once. Then, as usual, the stucco prince flourishes in the post-photo... Then, as usual, the stucco press flourishes in the post-photo socialization. Whereas I'm lucky if I don't end up spilling my spaghetti before the end of the night. This time it is... God damn it, why is my phone blowing up now all the whole times? So it going well? It's been like 40 minutes! I'm straight up not having a good time, dog. Wah-wah! But for real, why? Ben is destroying me and taking photos right now. Just beat him low. For me, a woo. Don't ever say a woo again. A woo. I am saying a woo, Mofsetta. I'm tripping right now. She did not just say that, much less like that. She didn't. Snoot. It's not a pepe. It is not a peep. I placed you heard it in your head. You heard it in your head. I placed the phone back into my pocket. Who fucking cares? I'm already too distracted by my own bullshit. Olivia's a good friend, but right now, she's only liable to distract me more with her odd messages. The gut feeling of slipping behind Ben doesn't abate. Anything that only intensifies the event continues. Ben is bouncing back and forth, a man on a mission with every step leading to a better shot than the last. I'm fumbling the several $1,000 crutch that I'm wasting SD space on. On the plus side, you can clear an SD card again. Just break his flashing stick thingy, lol. And his pixels were super dark. I was just smiling at how she thinks that photography tech hasn't progressed past the Civil War. I quickly type out a response, even as my brain screams at me to pull it the fuck together. I shan't, for I've caught tuberculosis in the war and will soon expire. Let me go paint a cave or something? That's a self-burn cave, man. So dinosaurs didn't have a cave painting era? What the fuck did they do with art then? Because this implies that humanity is the one interested in making art, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is where the lore gets weird. Fuck, she's right. You're probably Anna, no! You're becoming a normie. I'm gonna stop reading if you become a normie, my man. Even in Ending 4, you had that slickness to you. You had that... Can't even banter properly right now. It feels like I'm spiraling in every sense of the world. She rattles off on a handful of texts in quick succession. Could also just lock him in a closet or something. Oh, I just remembered I need another pic, actually. I need to see Ben's head shoved into the wedding cake. For, you know, Muse. Do it for me. Hobo. As funny as the sight might be, I must agree. The exchange only further pisses me off. It feels ever so slightly off on normal texting style, and it's throwing me for a loop. Oh, well. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Are characters having an emotional dissonance moment? Holy shit! Are these two people experiencing different emotions and he finds that frustrating? My god! It's a source of conflict I haven't seen in so long. Oh my god! Oh, it's a disagreement of personal tastes. Oh, I love it. It's something new. I bet the author's gonna fuck it up because every single fucking person doesn't get it. Because they never talk to a person in their lives. As a game master, I'm intimately familiar with expectations and the dissonance between them. Placing my phone away for the last time, I swear to myself, I spot a perfect shot of an older couple. I quickly throw up my camera, framing it as quickly as I can, and they've moved into a logic group already. The camera droops as it slams against my chest. A pang of fear strikes me and urges me to be more careful, but the rest of me is despondent over how everything is going. And you are not the kind of person to do snapshots. Not yet. Maybe a break? Shit, I haven't done anything real yet. But I need to clear my head real quick, or this whole night's gonna be a bust. Sneak out back to the front of the building again, doing my best to mimic the tantric breathing I read about on Moldovan snake walking form. What is snake walking? Probably not doing it right. This is a deep breath in and out. I feel my chakra aligning at all. No jutsu for me. None of the jutsus. Not the gai jutsus. Not the ninjutsus. Not the taijutsus. None of them. Jutsu. The phone buzzes again. I can feel my heart skip a beat. Why am I so on edge? Damn it. Why can't Olivia respect my damn time? No, we're not getting that, Safi. We're not getting actual fucking characters making mistakes of emotional expectation. Because that would be good fucking writing. That would be character drama. And we don't get that. Ah! I don't like it when everyone's in the same tune. That's boring. I check my DMs to see that Olivia sent a video of her putting Gus through a maze of cardboard and school supplies, rewarding him with a palmed green grape when it reaches the end. I smile earnestly, and for a moment the anxiety... come on, man! Is this even the same girl I almost had a blood feud with at the start of school year? Shouldn't someone like Anna be a little more suspicious? You know, with this history of bullies and god damn, it's like there's so much opportunity just left on the table. I walk around and all I can see is the shells of nuts of wisdom cracked, but none of the nuts. Except that isn't quite true. Something she transformed. It's more like I saw the real her. It's hard to wrap my head around. Now she sees me. Have I grown in her eyes? I want that answer to be yes. I look back inside at the wedding party and already begin seeing opportunities I'd overlooked before. Push through the pain. Listen, I got an opinion. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write this opinion down because it's gonna be important later. Hello, Mo. Hope you're good. I hope you're good, and if you're not, I'm gonna be sad. Don't worry, I can look up some pornography and accidentally put it on my screen, and you can laugh at me. I'm still laughing at. So what I do? Jesus, how did that happen? Oh, what a dork! I look back inside at the wedding party and already begin seeing opportunities I've overlooked before. Push through the pain, Anon. I think I won't make you. I don't. Why is Anon growing on his own? Gosh. Are we ending this in 2 chapters or something? As a personal photographer, I swallow down the lump in my throat. It's as if my storming intestine suddenly grow placid. A strange determination growing in me now. What is this, fucking Undertale? With determination? Get out of here, you're not dying. The disquieting feeling plaguing me. Why did my brain go placking me? Still doesn't fully subside, but I fall headlong into the work now. Man, I love this Inkonon. Photos come more easily now as I refuse to pause my constant search long enough to doubt again. I found myself by the abandoned DJ booth soon enough. Ben got some shots when he was going off. Panning around as I... Jesus Christ, just pan the lens around. I spy a member of the wedding family sitting on the stage steps, taking slow, long drags of a cigarette. The few billowing puffs of smoke he releases are aimed up at a nearby cracked window. God damn, smoking looks cool as fuck. Good thing not easy to come by at my age, or I'd sound like a gravel mixer when I speak. Well, Olivia already does, so buddy. Making the 2nd season of that show. Well, gosh dang, Como. I'm sure you'll deliver something wonderful as always. Even though I haven't watched any of it. I'm sure it's good. Would it kill you to show some interest in your friend, Safi? Would it kill you? Probably. I feel like if you're an autistic person, you by definition should understand like the kind of emotional, expectational dissonance that can occur that causes you to have friction with people that they don't know about. Where it's like, you know, I gave you this information so you could do something with it, and you didn't. Like, why didn't you do something with it? Why are you bothering me? I'm trying to work, etc., etc. Right? He breaks his leg and spine turns into a vegetable. He doesn't know that the underground isn't wheelchair accessible. Well, that's his fucking problem for not getting a wheelchair with legs. A leg chair, one might call it. Hey, kid. Wait. Without realizing, I've now taken several shots of this brooding figure. Is that why you took a shot of the fucking cowboy man earlier? He's apart from the main party. Jesus, don't use So maybe this is intruding on his... Hey, kid. He suddenly addresses me, far more nasally sounding, expects from his devilishly handsome features. Oh god, I'm not gay. Stop! He's married, Anon! At least get my good side, will ya? Devilish is right. He's got a wild quaff of red hair, long curly eyebrows, on his grinning yellow mug. I freeze up at getting caught, suddenly fumbling the device in my hands. Sorry, didn't mean to make creep shots. Wild Wild West had wheelchair with legs. Hell yeah, baby. Kick a man in the dick with your chair. It's alright then. Rolls his head back and forth as the cigarette flicks from one side of mouth to the other. People say I got a resting bitch face. I don't know, not how I'd put it. Not like perpetual cockiness edged into a smiling muzzle. They didn't have the budget for another character sprite, Anon. Though I can't lie, I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry the missus down all the way to the car. Oh damn, he's the groom? I'm so out of it now. So you gonna take a photo or what? Yeah, sure thing. There's the camera, the groom poses like the thinker, taking a hands-free drag from his quickly disappearing Sig. A few shots here and there, and I'm proud of how some came out, even if they'll end up getting tossed. Not bad, if I say so myself. The groom puffs out a cloud of smoke away from me before leaning in. It smells like the upholstery of my dad's Cadillac. Smoke in solid form. I slowly shift through each photo, instantly clicking past the more blurry ones. It's pretty good, kid. You managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. He emits a scratchy cackle, taking one last puff of his cig, before snuffing the remainder on the floor under heel. There's no way they're getting back their deposit on this place. Even ignoring the floor damage there, the corner will smell like smoke for weeks. Oh, thanks, sir, but why are we out here? Isn't this, happiest day of your life or something like that? Lets out another slow, low cackle as he strikes up another coffin nail. He takes a drag. A long one. How does he have this lung capacity? Watch in amazement as he pulls it down to the filter in a matter of seconds. He billows out like a dragon over half a minute. God damn it, I could use one of those! Probably not right to ask for it, since he knows I'm still in high school. Feels to me like Anon's muttering isn't as big of a thing right now. Anon gonna riz up the groom, goddamn. Yeah, of course. Just take it a breathe. Oh, wait. Yeah, of course. Just... Oh, wait, no. Who? Yeah, of course. Just take in the breather. But somehow I don't think that applies when you're smoking like a freight train. Been a hell of a day! And exhaustion, too. The missus is certainly having fun, but in a few hours we'll be no longer bachelor bed, and I'll be listening to a moan about how sure she is. Another healthy puff of smoke, now from his nostrils. But hey, that's the price. Holy matrimony and all that jazz. This guy's pretty open to some dumbass kid who's barely passively photographizing his happiest day. Then he invites me over with a motioning hand towards the stage. You know, you've been going around all receptions snapping photos. How do you take a break too? I accept. This guy's got an odd sort of charisma about him. It doesn't feel like something Yannicka would yell at me for, since I was invited by the groom himself. He's already fiddling with a wrapper on a sealed cigarette pack as he says, Trent told me about you,